card weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. White Monday.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here. I'm going to come back to you. My 52. Here it comes. Express.
To throw his car. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Nick Chubb. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
King, king, king.
Mayfield down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
2nd and 9 at the Raiders' 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You can't block me. You can't block me. I got you.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down.
I got you. I got you. Hurry.
A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Oh, now Beckham there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
OP. 637.
Here's Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following throwing the interception. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Odell Beckham, 41 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Check 52's the line. They can't hang with that.
Now Carr again. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
They go with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
93.
Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
734.
Throwing again. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. A toss play to Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 43 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Here's Mayfield to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey, alert 33. Regular. Hey, Delta.
Mike 50. Let's go, D. Check.
Kings.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DJ Chark, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and a route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
50. 180. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
He's going to loft one. Deep left. They've got his man. Complete. 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will swell by one more.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Come on. You better bring it.
Raider 1. 808.
Buzz.
Get down. What's up?
From the 31, Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Mayfield looks to throw, and this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's Carr to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now Landry. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
58, Mike. What we got? 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 76 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Here we go. Now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Carl Joseph. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Mayfield on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 31's the mic. Man, I got
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Shotgun now for Carr. Completes it to Aguilar. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 43-yard line.
Now Carr. And now here is another interception. Darren Lee picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Alert!
To throw, Mayfield. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Run.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 21 yards away, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for the Browns. 41 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for it.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. So if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Mayfield now from the 50. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Let's go.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 53 yards. And the Raiders are able to eat just a bit into this sizable deficit. Still an important piece of business to take care of. The extra. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
No, check. Go. 52 right here. 52. I'm trying to collect.
Carnell on first down. Now a desperation throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. They run again on first down, Chubb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Even. 4 down. Even. Watch out.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. On third down, here comes Jacobs. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.